Okay, so Green Tooth Gorge, Kickin has pulled out the Mekboy and Lord General for Rambo. I suppose we should really do the poll after we've seen that, but let's see. So, typical Ork build for Kickin. We're going to see Sentinel after 2 Guardsmen for Rambo. So let's see where the fights are going to kick off first. Usually somewhere around this area here. Mekboy got up the left on his own. Orks coming up in a mob on the right. Get themselves into some cover. Lord General now coming in for the cap in the middle. Oh, what a great poll, guys. We have 1 vote for Rambo. So where are we at? So Orks on mass down here. Got to bump into a Sentinel. There's dumb Orks going around the front, taking a bit of damage. So a bit of a playing around a little bit over here. Orks hiding behind the corner. Sentinel going for the decap. And Rambo deciding to go up and get a bit of pressure on the VPs and the power. Lord General and Guardsmen coming up. Decap done, and then up comes the Sentinel. Press decap on the victory point and go for some cover to get out of it. Got the looters coming up to put some pressure on that Sentinel. Goes ahead and stomp. Not used it yet. Goes for it. Gets a few Orks. Still just going to put pressure on the Guardsmen. Where are those looters? Looters getting up the field, trying to support the rest of the army. And there go the looters. Suppressing the Lord General. Meanwhile, the Mekboy's going around, capping up the top of the map. Going for the natural... Oh, it was going for the natural wreck point. There we go. Are we going to see the... I want to say the Carapace armour for the Lord General, but I may be wrong. The one that gives suppression immunity. So, at the current moment in time, Rambo has no wreck points. Leaving him a little short on wreck. Mekboy and Guardsman having a boring shooting fight up here. And with that, we see some captured devils on the field for Rambo. Mekboy coming back round, deciding where he wants to go from. So the all reliable from the Catagins does not knock back the looters, which is not ideal. A lot of pressure going on that Sentinel. Catagin Devils not doing very much, just sitting and watching. Now I'm going to take a few hits. So we've got knob leaders for both units of shooters. Got the battery pack for the heal on the Mekboy. Where are those sluggers? Those sluggers with burners, capping up the bottom, putting that requisition pressure on Rambo. Smoke grenade from the pathogens. All reliable again on the shooters and not the looters. And in comes the Sentinel. It's managed to get in behind the looters this time. So I think that'll force the looters off, which will possibly force off the Ork army, but we shall see. Kickin trying to keep going. Realising it's a lost cause. There's the Carapace Hour, which grants the suppression immunity. So he should be able to get out, put some map pressure on. Needs to cap some points though. Slugger's trying to get some gens. I think he'd been better just trying to get the final gen, get that last little bit and just get out of there. He's going to be forced off anyway. Stomp's going to go in. Yeah, he probably could have got a gen there, but side against it. Kickin's laying down some improvised explosives, and Rambo now starting to cap up the map a little bit. Kickin, absolutely kicking it on the wreck side of things. 800 wreck. So the shoe boys having the knob leader obviously gives them the keen sight, which allows them to spot the improvised explosives, so they're not going to have as big an effect as he'd have liked. Heavy weapons team coming out for Rambo now. Guessing Kickin is looking at taking this to tier 2. So we've got the last turret coming down. Meanwhile, the shooter's focusing on the Sentinel, going in a little bit. Did think about that. Bit of a standoff in the middle. Rambo not far off tier 2 either. Kickin can go whenever he wants. Sentinel trying to poke in. So Kickin kicks the tier 2 button first. Rambo can go whenever he wants. So heavy weapons team trying to get in, but again taking too much damage. Heal goes off from the sergeant, so that's the heavy weapons team out of there. So that's the Orks forced off. Meanwhile, sluggers have been round capping. So Rambo going tier 2 now. Kickin with some extra gens. Boy deciding he's got the extra wreck. Gonna try and get a bit of extra power on the go. Gonna provide Rambo with a little bit of time consuming to get rid of him. Weird boy out for Kickin. Nice choice. Again, all reliable, doesn't get the looters. Managing to keep that one gen up and running. And tank busters coming out for Kickin, so that's preemptive on the Chimera. Can be used as well to deal with the Sentinel, so not the world's worst decision, I suppose. Let's see what Rambo goes for. Commissar on one of his guardsman squad, missile launcher on the Sentinel. That's about it so far. But again, kind of feel that Kickin might not need to do too much more before he decides to go tier 3. Second, Tank Buster Squad, interesting. So, Refracted Shield coming out for the heavy weapons team. That's still getting knocked back by the Weird Boy. And we've got a bit of a Mexican standoff. Weird Boy in a bit of trouble there. Sentinel's dead. I feel that's quite a big loss. The Tank Buster Barrage is going to knock down all the guardsmen. But no suppression at the current time. So the guardsman could just walk up. Stuns from the Weird Boy. He's going to force off the IG army. He's lost the Catagins, and that is going to be GG. Okay guys, so that leaves Kickin on there. Let's see. Let's see who's up for it. So Rambo's back in, though technically Kickin is up as the winner. Do we have any challenges for Kickin in the chat? Anyone dare come in and give it a game? Just gonna go change some settings. Okay, so Kickin is back with us, guys. Anyone gonna come in and give it a fight? If so, just let us know in chat and we'll wait for you to turn up. If not, it'll be Rambo again, I guess. You're joining us. Oh, Kickin, that is Kickin. We already got it. So, oh, you caught the. So it's going to be Crewfinity versus Kickin. Wants to go on outer reaches. Let's get that set up. There we go. So we've got Crew Affinity going with the Commando knob. And who knows? Who's he going to go for? Somebody pick Kickin's race. What would you like to see against the Commando knob, guys? Crew Affinity saying raid. It's like, who would I like to play against? Right, he's sticking with the Plague Champion. Okay, so let's do this, guys. Okay, guys, let's see what you all think. So, 1v1 and out reaches with Crew Affinity as the Commando knob and Kickin as the Plague Champion. Not that the Plague Champion is going to have any sort of advantage against the Orks. But let's see how it goes. So, nothing out of the ordinary as yet. 2 ticks and a Space Marine squad. Commando knob sees the Plague Champion, goes, nah, I'm going to hide and run away. It's not very orky of you. Get into some cover, go for the stun bomb. I'm going to go put some Dakar on him. Meanwhile, some shooters coming in to put some more Dakar. Kickin, not quite sure why you got that stun. So Crew Affinity capping up the map. Kickin doing the same. Healing up his Space Marines or Chaos Space Marines. So Commando now looking to put some pressure on some heretics.
Yeah, I see some troops.
Might be looking for the cheeky power bash. Might just be coming down for the VP. Fanboy out for Crew Affinity as well.
Stomping up close ain't me specialty, you know.
So I'm putting some pressure on the ticks and walking away. Here we go, guys. We've got to get ourselves a fight. We don't have any burners on the sluggers, taking a lot of damage going in. And they're just getting out. That was a nice little spot for a Doom Blast, but it got away. Plague Champion going for melee because, you know, Ork's using that stun bomb to get out. 2 gens up for Crew, just the one for Kickin. Raptors on the field though, or on the way out. So getting the decap, they're going for this Natural wreck in the corner.
You know the thing.
Strategy says we should take it.
Kicking, capping up the middle of the map, although the Pain Boy is taking the wreck in the centre.
Hey, they wrecked our place. Working on that gear up, boss.
Boss, we got that requisition point like you asked.
So a bit of a lull. We've got the burners out on the sluggers now with the Pain Boy. Should be able to do a bit of damage to those Chaos Space Marines if you can get in.
That chopper boys is on us, boss.
Please beware of those raptors though. So our big shooters on both squads for Crew Affinity, just to slow those ticks down from getting in. Battle Spear up for the Plague Champion. Looks like he's a little bit trapped in his corner, but
Look what I got.
Crew Affinity coming around this way, going for the... It looks like he can try and go for the bash. Not sure he's in a position to do it, so he's going to back off. Raptors miss the jump, but do get the suppression on the second. Pain Boy in. Nice stun bomb on the Raptors. Pain Boy gets in, doesn't do too much. And that's going to be the Orks forced off. Very even victory points, 400 apiece. Oh, big Doom Blast on the way through for sluggers. And they're going to get away with 15 HP. Commando Knob not far off, but there is the jump from the Raptors. And takes down the... Yep, the sluggers were lucky to get out, but Commando Knob not so much. Plague Champion in a bit of trouble. 8 HP. Raptors managing to get out. Plague Champion manages to get out. Ticks with a last second special to just take the Pain Boy down. And they're going to get away. So he can come back out. We've got a jump on the Pain Boy. Just going to force him off, and the shooters. Second shooter squad forced off. Commando Knob repurchase, picking up the VP at the top. But with the majority of his army forced off. Both players about to hit tier 2. Sluggers managed to intercept the Plague Champion, force him off. Going to get this bottom victory point, power point even. And Commander Knob goes all sneaky like. Raptors trying to just spot where he's gone. Managing to miss him. Just kind of feel they're going to bump into him now when they're not trying. Commander Knob scoots around them, and he's going to go look for a wreck point.
Boys need themselves a knob, they do.
Kickin about to go for the 2-1 cap. Does have a 70-point victory point lead. Decapping the natural wreck at the top from crew as well. So they've switched their wreck points.
Good idea. Yes.
Commander Knob getting stuck between two heretic squads decides to bug out and go home. Knob leader up for the sluggers. Big mean orc. And we've got chosen Plague Marines for the Plague Champion. Fighting with a Death Dread. And a Dreadnought on the way
Boys losing.
for Kickin.
Boys got 300 points left.
Using Death Dread to screen the Power Bash. But with the Dreadnought already on its way out, it's going to be a big challenge to deal with. It's going to need some AV from somewhere. Okay, Space Marines lose 2 models, but Sluggers are forced off.
Boys need themselves a knob, they do.
So Plague Champion just being used to cap this bottom point. Out comes the Dreadnought. Weird boy for Crewfinity. Sure he's going to be happy about that when he sees the Dreadnought, but it's a bit late for it now as the Weird boy hits the field.
Name a target.
Boss some.
So you'll see the Dreadnought now. I'll be thinking about how he's going to deal with it. Some damage from the Weird boy, but not a huge amount. About 100. So it's going to take 10 shots. Bit of a lull. Crew, I'm assuming saving for some tank busters. There we go, hits 300 wreck, gets out the tank busters. Is that the Dreadnought upgrading in the middle of a fight? It is. It's the Dreadnought upgrading in the middle of a fight, but there's not a lot that could do damage to him.
They're just a green smear.
Death Dread trying to roast some ticks. I feel he's not going to be in a very good position when the Dreadnought kicks off.
Our generator's under attack.
He just opened fire.
So, spray poo on the Dread. Well, there's the Tank Buster Barrage, which is going to just clip the Dreadnought. Activates Blood Rage, and that's going to make it chase the Death Dread. There's no Warp Global to get this Dread out, so he's going to have to be careful. This Dread could be in a bit of trouble here. Death Dread trying to just sort of bait it and keep away from it. One more volley should do it from the tank busters, but they've gone the wrong way. And the Dreadnought goes down. Death Dread with 4 HP. Plague Champion going to go down as well. Need some repairs. Looking a bit on the stomp side. Was it luck or was it just good plays, Corn? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Chosen Plague Marines up here, stabbing some generators, getting hit by the Weird Boy. So Death Dread getting healed up. We've got some Plague Marines on the way now for Kickin. More tank busters. I think that's an Overwatch mistake. Is he going to catch it? BP still pretty close as well. How do I look? You look very well.
I think this is important.
I'm guessing Crewfinity didn't stop the second tank busters. There's the second tank busters.
We'll figure that boost right out.
So crew managing to get out, cap up the map. 20 points behind, but that'll quickly drop. No bleeder coming out for the shooters. Warp vomit coming in, stunning the raptors, allowing the pain boy to get away.
Hey, well, he's losing that.
So victory points pretty much even. I think Kickin's going to stop them just a little bit behind. Plague Marines in behind the wall. Stun bomb goes down to stop them. Then that'll allow the Dread to get in. Raptor jump managing to scare them off. Right, so this Death Dread now. Is it? Has it gone too deep? I think he's realised that, so he's just going to walk around and not do any damage. That's a dead Death Dread. Kickin, not far off tier 3 if he wants to go. Crew struggling a little bit with wreck. Might be a bit tight here. So 1-0 cap for Crewfinity, but Kickin is coming down to put some pressure on the power. Crew is at 230 already though, so it's not the end of the world. Is this some sluggers? Guessing they've just bashed the power on the top. Get a Space Marine sitting in base, not reinforcing. Sluggers going across for that far wreck point.
There'll be hordes and hordes of us soon enough.
Single cast Space Marine coming out. Crewfinity going tier 3 now. Raptors jump the Pain Boy and the Weird Boy. Suppression in on them now. We're going to see a Warp Vomit, I would assume. Stun Bomb and a Warp Vomit just to stun everyone down. That wreck point on the far right has been lost, and he's lost a tick squad as Kickin. So Kickin probably feeling a little hard done to there, and calls the GG.